I'm pleased to announce that the Dakota Access Pipeline, which I just mentioned, is now officially open for business, a $3.8 billion investment in American infrastructure that was stalled, and nobody thought any politician would have the guts to approve that final leg. And I just closed my eyes and said, do it.
The Dakota Access Pipeline, it's already running oil, but you know, we could stop it. It's in the courts, and it's because of the Utilities Board here and their decision to approve eminent domain in a manner that we think is illegal, that this pipeline, we believe, could be stopped.
It's very important that we continue honoring and respecting water. Yeah, respecting water and using it in a good way.
Their land that has been taken has already been taken once, twice, 3 or 4 times already in Iowa, and that there's a stratified history that lays underneath this land of our people, of our history, of what's gone on in Iowa. It's really important. This is the only place in the country that sits between the Great Mississippi and the Missouri rivers. I don't know if you guys realize how important that is, but the soil and the fertility of this land is absolutely amazing. It's outstanding, and that's why it was so coveted, and that's why it was so viciously taken from the people here. And that's why the Meskwaki people are the only nation left in Iowa, and they are 1,400 people. And then we have a bit of the Omaha that jut in, you know. And then we need to recognize that, yeah, we are fighting to stop the abuse of eminent domain, but what we are really fighting for is for a decolonization of an understanding of how we deal with land in the first place. This land was settled at the point of a gun for free real estate and cheap labor. And that's what is still happening. And that might not be at the point of a gun, but it is being done through corporations and lawsuits and a lot of bullying. That's not the way it works. We save ourselves by telling the government what to do, and that's how we change the economy. So, you know, screw these corporate conglomerates, and the IUB needs to understand that. It needs to be made very clear to the IUB that what they did was absolutely wrong and a real mistake on their part, because we're going to make them pay. We're going to make them see what they did is not okay.
That's a sweeping proposition. It seems to me, under your argument, whenever the state decides that there's some remote and incidental benefit, they can come and take your property. And, you know, looking at it from a landowner's perspective, a landowner might like his or her property. I mean, they may grow roses that they like. I mean, you know, all kinds of sentimental attachment to property, and you know, that's worthy of some legal protection. But what you're saying as well, your constitutional right to enjoyment of your property is limited whenever a public body decides that there's some kind of need, remote, speculative, distant. But whenever the public body decides, I mean, you might as well just say your right to property is not a constitutional right, but it's subject to the legislative dictate.
Our farm is in Boone County. We have about a mile of the pipeline on our farm, one of the longest stretches in the state. And what they have done to our farm is incredible. There is a swath about 100 feet wide, wider in some spots, that will be dead for a century. This is the word of a professional agronomist that we have consulting for us. The tile no longer works right. The land isn't sloped right. They took our land by force. We had no choice. We fought it every step of the way. but the state of Iowa, with the police power, took our land from us.